Hello, my friends. It's good to have you back. Today, I want to analyze some media articles, some of their content, some of their titles. So, let's start. The first one is an article that is dated February 19th, 2022 by Reuters, and its title is Separatist Leaders in Eastern Ukraine Declare Full Military Mobilization. The reason why I picked this article is to point out how one side of the story, one group of the parts involved in the whole Ukrainian saga is labeled as separatists. Yeah, could be called all kind of names. That's true, but they're not called freedom fighters. They're not called I don't know Eastern Ukrainians. They're not called defending of Donbass and whatever. They're called separatists. So that tells me from the very beginning that this article is meant to give a negative connotation, or at least a aggressive or initiator connotation of the group. Being, they want to separate, they want to go their own, not necessarily a positive one. That's all right. That's their, these guys from Reuters, they pick this term, trying to obviously influence our perception of that group of people living in eastern Ukraine, and trying to, have maybe a more autonomy, or at least not be uh, hurt by the Kiev regime. All right, next article. Next article is comes from the Street Investing, and it's dated February 17th, 2022, by Veronica Bondarenko, and the title is, it comes with a title and some subtitles. So the title is "Mad at Spotify over Joe Rogan? Prepare to be twice as angry." So from the very beginning, this person who wrote this article assumes and implies that we should be angry, or at least her audience should be angry, because Joe Rogan has this voluntary contract signed with Spotify, which in a capitalist open market society, nothing wrong with that. Her problem, this author's problem, is that Rogan did not sign for $100 million, but signed it for double that amount. So it says here the streaming platform reportedly paid $200 million instead of $100 million for its podcasting deal with Joe Rogan. So what's your problem, Miss Bondarenko? What's your problem? You have a problem? So what if it's 3 billion? But you imply something that it shouldn't be, maybe at all. Now we have some subtitles here. Also, it's mentioned here that Joe Rogan's an amassed audience of over 11 million listeners. So, what do you expect him to work for free? Another subtitle is "Still haven't heard about Spotify's Rogan problem?" Again, bad connotation. There's a problem. I don't see any problems. Do you? She sees a problem, or at least she implies that there is one, and we should sign up to her take on the issue. The thing with someone being a problem, she should remember, maybe, but it's too much maybe for her. Remember that there were some other so-called problems in the 30s with certain people and certain groups. So just using this kind of terms doesn't resonate very well with certain people. Okay, so don't use it like this. There's no problem with Rogan, but in your head only. Next one here. Next one is an article from uh, the street. Um, but this is an article about. No, actually, it's a an article from Daily Beast. Daily Beast. Well, it is there, available for us to read on Yahoo, at least. Written by Shannon Vavra on February 18th, 2022, and it's titled "We Finally Know What Putin Planned for a False Flag Operation Against Ukraine." Okay, we, who's we? Am I part of we? Who's we? You guys? Okay, and if it's so, where is the evidence? Okay, and what is it? When is gonna happen? So it's just that we finally know. No, you don't know. You don't know. You just try to make an article so influence people's opinion, manipulate it, you know. And it goes like these Russian news agencies are amplifying claims that they have prevented an attempt from Ukraine to explode a chlorine gas tank in separatist territory. And it says here that in what experts say appears to be the latest attempt from Russia to claim Ukraine is the aggressor and create a pretext to invade. Well, needless to say that there's going to be a lot of he says this, he says that, she says this, she says that, and it's going to be taking some time until we could discern who's lying and who's not, who was lying and who was not lying. So what they already know, they know. You see the title, they know. The next article is from Fox News, written by Kyle Morris on February 17th, 2022, and it goes like this: Freedom Convoy leader Tamara Lich, Lich, arrested by Canadian police. Well, you know what's happening in Canada, right? And the institute that order. I don't know if I can use it for YouTube listeners. Nevertheless, they arrested. They tried to crack down on people, free assembly, and it's all right. That's the way it goes. She didn't put any effort to, It says the convoy organizer was arrested Thursday evening by Ottawa police and also remains in police custody. Both she and Chris Barber, who was arrested earlier, are expected to be charged criminally, according to sources. Okay. Yeah, criminalize free speech and uh, free assembly and the right to, protest and all that. Charge them criminally. That's going to be good. Not. The next article is from Business Insider. It's from February 19th, 2022, by Zahra Tayeb. And it goes like this, the title: Bill Gates says the chances of catching a severe infection from COVID-19 are dramatically lower, but he believes another pandemic is likely. I gotta tell you, I gotta confess that in the past year and a half, I've been hearing from this guy, uh, Gates, a lot. He was interviewed, he has a lot of opinions regarding certain things, and he tells us what to do, what not to do. He knows. Well, I'm not saying people should not, have a say. You can have a say, But Bill Gates, you are an entrepreneur. You work with computers, right? You built, your own company. You don't have any authority in this issue, in this matter. So you're just like the other so-called nowadays they're called athletes. Athletes or those, the court mime. I think you call them those people who used to be trying to entertain the kings in the medieval times. Those jokers. Like nowadays they're called VAPs. Actors. Those mimes, whatever they are, just entertainers. So you pay them, they entertain you, and then send them home or wherever they go to slums. So now they're very important. When you see an actor saying something, you're supposed to listen. Well, if that person brings data, facts, evidence, and uh, stays and debates his statements, that's fine. We all can have that. Information is always good. The problem is that they try to the mass media, they try to create a peer pressure and try to make people follow certain people or agree to a certain issue just because it was said by this actor or that singer or that basketball player or that football player or this Bill Gates who has no authority. But we find out where he said that. Speaking to CNBC at Germany's annual Munich Security Conference on Friday. Who? What is he doing in an annual Munich Security Conference? I bet Jeff Bezos is over there as well. Why are these guys there? What's going on here? Business together with politics together is what? Look at the definition. I can say it in YouTube. These guys are gonna come in. Who knows? So these guys are given importance, and why are they involved in this? I'm not saying they should, as I said, I'm not saying they should not have an opinion, but look where they have their opinions. And he says in an interview with CNBC, he also said he believed another pandemic would occur. Okay, I believe there are aliens too. Where I have, we will have another pandemic. It will be a different pathogen next time, Gates said. How do you know? Okay, maybe. So now go back and sell your little computers and little computer programs and buy. Go and go and check if Epstein is gonna give you some rides to his island again. That was a joke, okay? Not. So anyway, this guy. Well, this is uh, this is another one here for Jeffrey Epstein associate Jean-Luc Brunel found dead by suicide in prison. This is an ABC News article by Ali Dukakis, sounds familiar, and Aicha El Hamar Castano, dated February 19, 2022. Well, you see, this Jean-Luc Brunel must have a lot of information on a lot of powerful individuals. So he had to probably commit suicide, like Jeff Epstein committed. Well, let me tell you this. I worked and I was directly involved in this kinds of facility, and I can tell you that their video recording systems, their regular checkings on rounds, there they do. And I didn't work at a high security institution like these guys. That's kind of like the system doesn't break, people don't fall asleep, the guards and so on. But hey, people believe whatever they want. So if this would have happened in Russia, they would say Putin killed him. But it happens here, so it must be a suicide. Poor guy. Well, talk to you. I'm going to go to the second part, third part. Stay strong, stay smart, and see you in a minute. Bye bye.